The 2024 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour season is complete. Justin Bonsignore is your champion. 4th championship, huh? That's a good number, yeah?
It's crazy to think. Never thought we would have got one, and to now have 4 is it's just really unbelievable and really special. And there's a lot of guys on this crew now that this is their first. That's the cool part, when you can get guys their first championship, and everybody works hard. And from February to November, basically, now everybody gets to call themselves a champion. It's special.
You've been talking about it all season long, that number 4 in particular. Was there a point during this season that you felt like was the turning point?
Yeah, I mean, after Riverhead, we were frustrated and not sure if we would be able to claw back from 15 points, and then we didn't get anywhere with Monadnock, and then brought a new car to Thompson and won 3 in a row.
Is this kind of a walk-off way to end this season for you?
Honestly, I thought we would need 3 walk-off wins in a row to just win the championship. Ron obviously struggled a little bit in the last 2 races and gave us a little bit of a breathing room, but leaving Thompson, I thought we needed to win the last 2 to even have a shot, because if he ran second both times, it was going to be tough to still beat him. But to go out and actually execute it and do it with the same car 3 weeks in a row is really, really cool. Well, the credit goes to Ryan Stone for everything he was being able to accomplish with these race cars.
Speaking of Ron, he was your biggest contender here in the championship coming into tonight. During the race, though, he fell back ultimately into the day early. What was going through your mind when all of this was happening?
They came here with a different engine, but kind of saw they didn't have a lot of speed in practice and didn't qualify all that well. And I came off of 4 whatever lap he was on pit road, and I saw a silver car with orange stickers on pit road, and it kind of hits real quick. And I keyed the radio, and they're like, "Just go win the race. Don't worry about what that is." But fortunately, it just went green, and we took rears last, and guys got us out first, and we were able to drive away from the guys.
You mentioned that 16 team trying something a little different with their race car, something that you guys have not done in about 3 weeks, because as we joked in Victory Lane last week, if it's not broke, don't fix it. How much of this championship win do you think is attributed to what that team was able to put together in that race car?
It's Ryan Stone, my dad, my brother, Derek, Ryan Blanchard, my old spotter, who's now John Hunter's spotter. He's been working hard at our shop each and every day. So just those guys in the North Carolina shop at Fury Race Cars, working their asses off each and every day to make sure we have good cars. And I think we could have won with any car that we have in our stable, but it just worked out that this car, we brought it back, and it won 3 in a row.
Well, in talking about your team and seeing them all up there on that stage with you, the emotion was evident. How do you describe just the ambiance of being there on that championship stage with your team?
These races are not easy to win. These championships are not easy to win. So to be able to come back and do what we did is really special. And Ron is one of the best in this series in Modified, and we were able to overcome a big deficit from them, and to really just dominate the last couple weeks is special. And never won 3 in a row in my career. Never won a grandfather clock. So just a lot of little things that just make the emotion even more evident.
You mentioned as well winning all the NASCAR tracks. Both those times you were able to be on stage in Victory Lane at a NASCAR racetrack with your son Evan in your arms. That has to be incredibly special.
All week was like, well, man, I hope Evan will be awake and he'll get a good nap during the race. And that's more what I thought about all week, was how special it would be if we won the championship, if he's awake and in a good mood, which obviously he's been, and that just makes it even better. As
you said, it's definitely not easy to win races, much less win championships, much less break records. I mean, you mentioned a second ago, Mike Stefanik, the greatest of greats when it comes to modifieds. You are actively etching your name into these same history books that these guys are in. But now that the confetti has settled a little bit, when will you start to let yourself realize what you're really doing for this series right now?
Yeah, it's hard to see when you're still in it and competing each and every week. We got a long way to go to the next guy, which is Michael. It's going to be tough to get to 74, but it's not insurmountable. If we can continue the pace we're at, we will get close, and we will try our damnedest to get to that record, and at the same time try and contend for championships. But obviously we can't get to 6 or 7 until you got to 4. If we can ever get to 5, it'll be to try to tie Doug. I don't think Doug gets a lot of credit for what he's accomplished, and I would love to at least one day possibly get to that.
So with this season then, coming to an end, what is next? Do you have work on Monday? Do you take this to work with you? How does life look for you now?
Ken owns the company, I run it. I always say my boss is a prick and I gotta go to work on Monday. I'm the boss. So I do have to go to work on Monday. My wife has to go to work on Monday. We'll work the next couple weeks. We actually have a vacation planned The first time we're going to go away without our son. So we're looking forward to that. We're going to get home and go to the banquet now, a couple days later, where we will celebrate this with our team, and I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm looking forward to the guys that have never done it before. We've been here before, and you know what to kind of expect and how to take it all, but seeing guys that won their first championship tonight is just a cool feeling, and I'm hoping they got some more beers for when we get back.
Ron's already on his way out of here. You guys are friends off the racetrack. Are you going to talk in this off season? Do you think that the way that this season ended really sets you up for a fun Speed Weeks?
I was a sore loser last year and didn't congratulate him when he won, so I don't expect anything different. Things get heated at times between the two of us, but I think there's a lot of mutual respect between the two of us at the same time. I hope it can get to a respectable level between the two of us. I'm really good friends with him. I've known him my entire life, looked up to him for a long, long time. I'm good friends with his wife. My wife's good friends with his wife, Christy. I hope we can rein it in next year a little better and go from there. But if we have to continue the way we are because of the passion between the two teams, there's not what's wrong with that either. Those guys worked their guts out. They could have easily won the championship tonight as well.
Congratulations on the show that you have put on all season long. Truly a spectacular year. Of course, ending it with a championship, number 4, and of course, a Martinsville clock as well. Check, check, and check. That's a wrap on the 2024 season for Justin Bonsignore. Thanks for the time, Justin.
I appreciate everything you guys do, NASCAR, Flow. You guys have really stepped up the game here with digital, and we appreciate you guys, telling our stories, and we look forward to some off-season time, a little banquet, like you said, right back to New Smyrna before you know it.
Yep, we'll blink and we'll be right back there in Florida. Well, that's it for this 2024 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour season. From here in Martinsville Speedway, we'll see you in New Smyrna.